It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, we begin with the American Red Cross Blood Drive today. The community blood drive taking place at Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium, 415 East Cherry Street in Jesup. The time today, between 2 and 7 p.m., sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. Red Cross is now experiencing the lowest blood donor turnout since the pandemic began, and more blood donors are needed now. And walk-ins are welcome. That's today between 2 and 7 p.m. Week 2 of the 3-week early voting period begins today, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday at the Craig Williams Annex Building, located at 245 East Bay Street. Heading into this week, 360 voters have cast their ballots early, 65 voted on Friday, 36 showed up this past Saturday. 98% of the votes cast have been cast in the city of Jesup. Elections, Scriven is just 2 contested council seats, but after week 1 of early voting, less than 10 Scriven voters have cast a vote in the early voting period. City of Jesup has 4 contested races, including the race for mayor between Ralph Hickox and Tyrone Johnson. 3 council seats up for election. District 2 has incumbent Don Darden and Pamela Schumann on the ballot. District 3 candidates Tim Cockfield and Stephanie Williams, and District 6 incumbent Bill Harvey and Heather Altman. In Scriven, the 2 council seats contested: Seat 1 incumbent Brandon Harris and Adam Pruitt. Seat 5 incumbent Lonnie Murphy and Tony Brinkley. The time this week again, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There is a Saturday voting again this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Election day Tuesday, November the 2nd. Wayne County School Bus Driver Appreciation Week all this week, October 18th to 22nd, as the Georgia School Bus Driver Appreciation Week and School Bus Safety Week have been designated by the state. Wayne County School System wants to take this opportunity to thank the bus drivers who safely transport our children to and from school every day. Georgia School Bus Driver Appreciation Week is a time when education professionals, parents, students, and the community can join together to show their appreciation for the outstanding job that's illustrated through the hard work of school bus drivers year-round. And they ask you please take time this week to thank our bus drivers for their hard work and dedication, and for always having the safety of our children as their number one priority. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Hundreds of potential jurors summoned to the Glenn County Courthouse today as jury selection begins in the Ahmaud Arbery murder trial. Trial will soon get underway sometime this week with 3 men charged with the murder in the shooting death: Travis and Gregory McMichael and William Roddy Bryan, their neighbor, who videotaped the chase and the shooting, all stand trial facing the possibility of spending the rest of their life in prison if found guilty. Arbery was 25 years of age at the time of the shooting, which occurred on February 23, 2020 in the Satilla Shores neighborhood. Travis McMichael shot Arbery 3 times on that fateful day. The 3 defendants faced a variety of charges. 3 men were riding in pickup trucks while they chased Arbery as he ran through the neighborhood. Jury selection could take quite some time, as this case has received national publicity. One jury consultant states that they would not trust a juror who came in and said they were not familiar with the case. The consultant stated they're not being truthful or they're living in a cave. Once again, the jury selection in Glenn County getting underway today. Here in Wayne County, jury selection begins tomorrow in the case of State of Georgia versus Earl Watson, who's charged with the murder and the shooting death of Gary Floyd. That occurred on Little Creek Road on July 30th, 2018. COVID pandemic has postponed the start of this trial twice. But jury selection is set to begin Tuesday, October 19th at the courthouse. Again, adjacent to the Sheriff's Department. Again, jury selection gets underway tomorrow in that case. They're expected the trial to get underway sometime on Thursday. An Appling County man who killed a pedestrian in a hit-and-run crash in Baxley on Mother's Day 2018 was convicted by a jury on September 22nd. 43-year-old Travis Dwayne Carter of Baxley was found guilty of homicide by vehicle in the first degree based on hit-and-run and second-degree vehicular homicide based on failure to maintain lane and hit-and-run to the death of 46-year-old Carrie M. Conway of Hazelhurst, Georgia, after he crossed the center line on Surson Street in Baxley, careened into a Mother's Day cookout, and struck Conway, knocking him into a ditch and causing fatal injury. Witnesses testified Carter got out of his vehicle, looked at the victim, then got back into his 1990 Chevrolet Caprice without rendering aid and fled the scene. On October 14th, Superior Court Judge Stephen Kelly sentenced Carter to 15 years with 8 years to be served in prison, the remainder on probation. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages. So please stay tuned. Final notes and news: the band was in competition in Blackshear Saturday. The band placed 3rd overall in competition out of 9 bands. Drum major superior with a score of 90 out of 100. Percussion superior with a score of 90 out of 100. Auxiliary color guard and majorette superior with a score of 94 out of 100. Band overall score superior rating with a combined score of 88.1 out of 100. Wayne County High School cheerleaders competition cheer team remains unbeaten. They win at Georgia Southern this past weekend. The pinking of the Jesup City Fountain will occur this Friday, October 22nd at 11 a.m. Ceremony will begin at the Jesup Train Depot Community Room with brief remarks and then pink refreshments to go. After the remarks, the program will move outside to the fountain, which will be dyed pink. And that ceremony is set for Friday, October 22nd at 11 a.m. Odom Homecoming on October 29th is hosting a free outdoor movie night at the Odom Train Depot. It's a double feature showing the animated The Addams Family and The Addams Family 2. The movie will start around 6:30. Again, they ask you to bring your own chair. Everyone's encouraged to dress up, and candy bags will be given out. They'll be serving hot dogs, chips, popcorn, pickles, box candy, and drinks under the Odom Townhouse Shelter for the two movies. Again, the date, October 29th. And this Saturday, October 30th, the Altamont River Fall Leaf Paddle is set. Registration for the event, $10. Children under 10 paddle for free with a registered adult. You can contact the Wayne County Board of Tourism at 427-3233 or go to the website, waynetourism.com. Again, the event gets underway on Saturday, October 30th, 9-mile paddle on the Altamont River. The paddle will begin at 9 a.m. Again, they ask that you bring your canoes. Paddlers should drop their canoes and kayaks at the Williamsburg Landing before 8 a.m. to travel to the Altamont Regional Park. A shuttle will then carry paddlers from the takeout point back to Williamsburg and will leave Altamont Regional Park at 8:30 a.m. That's Saturday morning. Again, the Altamont River Fall Leaf Paddle Saturday, October the 30th. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan said, have a great day.